Welcome to the Ingress Insights podcast, hosted by PkmnTrainerJ. Ingress Insights is a podcast about the Niantic game Ingress. Listen each week for the latest news, updates and rumours. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a voice message or emailing us at the links in the show notes.
Additional intel available.
Hello agents, and welcome to the 119th episode of Ingress Insights. In this week's episode, going over a little bit of plus beta news, but the main part of this episode will be about Recon, because we've got now a confirmed date for when that's coming back. I will first of all get into the little bit of plus beta news, though, as I mentioned.
This is Shimon, former community manager for the Witcher Monster Slayer, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
The final anomalies for plus beta are coming on the 15th of November. Again, they're in The Hague in the Netherlands and Taiwan in Taiwan. So at the Taiwan Ingress plus beta anomaly, there's a marketplace there, and they've released the marketplace catalog where you can see all the swag that you can purchase. A few of them do say it's coming soon on what you can buy on there. I will link to Ingress's post about the catalog, so if you are attending, you can see what kind of Ingress fan swag you can buy and see where you want to spend your hard-earned money at the anomaly, and that's on the 16th of November. So it's the second day of the anomaly that's happening. That's about it for plus beta, because we have the plus beta XM anomaly, as I mentioned, and then the plus beta build-up battles. Those are coming on the 21st of November when those kick off. And then the plus beta shard storm in December, on 13th and 14th of December. And then we're all done on plus beta after that. So I'll get into the regular Ingress news next.
Hey there, this is Jeff James, game designer from Marvel World of Heroes, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
On the 4th of November, Brian Rose posted on Blue Sky that Year 13 and upcoming events share a similar theme, which is looking up to the stars and to the future. Stay tuned. So that's interesting to see what kind of theme we may get for XM Anomalies for 2026. Obviously, the plus beta, plus alpha ones have all been about brainwave functions. And then we had the memory series before that. So it's interesting to see we've got the themes on there. Also, whilst mentioning Brian, if you're listening on Patreon, you'll have seen the interview with Brian Rose that's been posted today at the same time as the regular podcast. If you're listening on the regular podcast service like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podcast, all the other ones that there are, it'll come up on your feed on the 16th of November, so you can still listen to it there and see everything I discussed with Brian. But if you are on Patreon, you get that early as a bit of an exclusive bonus, so it's nice for you. As I said, the main thing in this episode is about OPR, so I'll move into that section now.
Hi, this is HP Lola, and you're listening to the Ingress Insights podcast.
It's been a long time coming. It's been off since May, basically. We've had no new portals coming to the map, but the Ingress team did post on the 4th of November. Operation Portal Recon and SEA returned to Ingress. So they wrote, "Agents, the time has come to rebuild the foundation of the portal network." On Operation Portal Recon, we're thrilled to announce Operation Portal Recon OPR is returned to Ingress at opr.ingress.com. This was the old URL before it changed to Wayfarer, so it's nice to see they've managed to retain that. Operation Portal Recon is a dedicated system where agents review and evaluate new portal submissions and edits, directly shaping the world you play in. Unlike Niantic Wayfarer, access to OPR is available exclusively to Ingress agents only at this time. Whether Peridot users will get access, don't know. I don't know whether they sync the map in Peridot. Access to the revived OPR system will begin a phase rollout starting next Monday, November 10th, 10 a.m. PST, to level 16 agents and recurse agents. We'll expand access to more agents in future, and we appreciate your patience as we ensure OPR is stable and effective. If you are an eligible level 16 recurse agent on or after Monday, November 10th, you'll be able to log in and begin or restart your recon mission. Your task in OPR is vital. By accurately reviewing submissions, ensuring they meet criteria, are safe, and are not duplicates, you will directly influence the growth and quality of the Ingress map. And the CML being reinstated, In addition to OPR returning, the SEER medal will be reinstated. The medal will now be based on Portal's discovered stat on your agent profile. Agents will receive credit for portal candidates accepted while SEER is paused. The existing SEER points will be renamed archival SEER points for easy distinction. We thank you for your dedication. The world around you awaits agents. So, as I said, that's something that the Ingress community have been asking for some time, what the Wayfarer replacement will be, because that went off to Scopely. I did talk about this with Brian as well and went through a few other bits that you can hear in more detail. The SEER medal, for those who don't know, maybe weren't active at the time, this was for any new portals getting approved. It got discontinued in the 31st of December 2014, and it's got the tiers on there. So for getting 10 portals approved, it's bronze, 50 is silver, gold is 200, platinum is 500 approved portals, and Onyx, which I don't know whether anyone's ever achieved, is 5,000 approved portals, so it's quite a lot. Of course, you could aim for wings on it, which would be 10,000 approved portals. So that's, as I said, a lot on there to get approved and get accepted into the game. I'm quite glad the OPR/Recon is coming back online, because I've spent time, obviously, as a Wayfarer ambassador doing reviews on there. And it has slowly dropped down. When OPR was originally out, it went to level 16 agents first, and then after about a month dropped down to 15 to 14, so on, and it will go back down to level 8 at some point once they get everything sorted. I'm happy to see that some of my portals will get reviewed on there and make it to the map, because I've had, and as I said, going back like 4 or 5 months now, just waiting for things to get approved. So it'd be nice to see new things come onto the map. And I'm kind of excited to see how it differs from Wayfarer, whether things change around, whether it's a bit different, or whether it's just a carbon copy of Wayfarer for now. But as they said, that is dropping on Monday, November 10th, 10 a.m. PST. So the day after you listen to this podcast, if you listen to it the day it releases, you'll be able to get more details on there and see what's coming. I'm sure there's a few Reddits where you can share things specifically related to Recon, or you can put them in the Ingress subreddit and discuss on there and see what's going on, see how we can shape Operation Portal Recon to be a bit different from Wayfarer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But as I said, that was the main bit this week. There's no massive Ingress news besides that. So I'll move on to just final closing bits and get things all wrapped up. Hey agents, if I've put this in at the right time, you'll have just heard me say there's no massive Ingress news. Of course, that changed, so I tried to record things a little early on the 6th when I had time, and then the Ingress team dropped the news about Ingress Year 13. So I want to slide this into this episode and discuss it in more detail. I'll go through their news post first, and I'll go through thoughts and ideas after that. So on the 7th of November, they posted up Ingress Year 13 Voyager. Just to note, this was spoiled a couple of hours before, because people spotted the Ingress merch that's available on the Amazon stores. So people saw the logo a few hours beforehand. But they wrote, "Agents, our journey together began 13 years ago with a leaked Ingress app and was fueled by your passion and dedication to explore the Portal network. As we celebrate Ingress Year 13, we're not just looking back with gratitude, we're stepping into a bold new era, committed to making Ingress a true forever game. Our journey is far from over, it's time to chart a new course, voyaging into 3.0. This year marks a fundamental evolution from Niantic Labs at Google, Ingress 1.0, to Niantic Inc., Ingress 2.0, and now Niantic Spatial, Ingress 3.0. Together, we'll support our mission of building a living model of the world that people and machines and shapers and machina can talk to. AI is more useful when it sees and understands the real world like we do. To mark this new beginning and a new journey ahead, the Ingress app version will number advance to 3.0 in the next major release, and an Niantic Spatial logo will be featured upon starting the scanner app. We're also updating branding on the app stores from Ingress Prime to Ingress. Just Ingress, it's cleaner. Our team remains dedicated to improving the infrastructure of the game, making it both more stable through the adoption of up-to-date technologies and more efficient in order to meet our sustainability goals. The Anomaly Season through 2024 focused profoundly on the recovery and preservation of memories. Braving into 2025, the investigation divided into the neural oscillations, these memories brought to the forefront, plus alpha, plus theta, plus delta, and plus beta. Together, these seasons formed a complex narrative of memory, cognition, and consciousness. Now, as we enter 2026, the Plus Gamma season will focus on pattern recognition and predictive awareness, signaling that the investigation is entering a new mental frequency. Agents must prepare the final critical stages of the investigation, which will continue well into Q1 2026 these global anomaly sites. So on the 28th of February 2026, there's one in Lisbon, Portugal, and Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. 14th of March, there's one in Hong Kong and one in Zagreb in Croatia. And then finally, for the 21st of March 2026, there's one in Hyderabad, Telangana, India, and Buenos Aires in Argentina. This year in the scanner, 2025 has been defined by a renewed focus on core gameplay mechanics and quality of life improvements based directly on agent feedback. Each update supports deeper strategic play and celebrates Ingress's roots as a game about exploration and discovery. We are thrilled to celebrate the reintroduction and launch of these features. Operation Portal Recon, OPR, revived. The portal submission and review system is back, returning the power to define the portal network back into your hands. CML reinstated. The iconic CML has returned, recognizing and rewarding agents for their crucial contributions to expanding the portal network. Drone's Eye View. This feature provides a strategic new perspective that makes it significantly easier for agents to find their next site for exploration or deployment. Key management upgrades. We rolled out 2 highly requested features: key sorting by portal alignment and starred portal designation on keys, allowing for more efficient control over your portal key collection. Later in 2025, we intend to launch a major new feature that will temporarily boost players' inventory cap. The code name for this game-changing feature is Cargo, so I assume that's standing for something. Stay tuned for more details. Your ability to hold more gear is about to get a massive upgrade. To all voyages, the Voyager Year 13 medal will be awarded to all agents who earned more than 0 AP via in-app action from the Year 12 celebration 8th November 2024 to the end of the Year 13 celebrations 24th November 2025. Medals will be distributed after the bonus period ends with tiers as follows. So bronze is level 3, silver is level 9, gold is level 13, Platinum is level 15, Onyx is level 16, and Recurse agents will receive Onyx medals. The celebrations, so prepare for a celebration filled with heightened energy and rewards. The 13th anniversary event runs from Friday, November 14th, 5 PM UTC, to Monday, 24th November, 5 PM UTC. During this window, enjoy the following powerful bonuses. So double AP for all actions, double hack output of building gear, so Resonator's power cubes from friendly portals, double hack output of attack gear, XMPs and ultra strikes from enemy portals. The drone cooldown is reduced to 13 minutes from 60 minutes, and kinetic capsule program distance reduced from 8 kilometers to 3 kilometers. Just to add in here, as per whenever the kinetic capsule distance goes down, that's for new capsules you start after that time. So if you've got a kinetic capsule in progress and it's on 7 kilometers, it won't automatically complete. You still need that extra kilometer there because you started that kinetic capsule before the Year 13 celebration started. You can also activate up to 13 kinetic capsule programs in parallel. The overclock glyph hack duration is extended to 130 seconds. Each agent can also deploy 2 level 8 resonators, and there are experimental weapon tunings going on too. Last time those experimental weapon tunings were just that the XMPs went to 30% from 20, so that may be what happens again, maybe something different. Additionally, for a limited time during this celebratory event, the commemorative NIA 2023 from the Ingress Origins kits medal will be available in the in-game store. I presume it will cost 30,800 CMU, nothing's been said yet. It says, note the digital kit is available to all agents regardless of whether you already own the medal. Please double check you don't have the medal before purchasing, because then you'll be wasting your CMU. Dress for the journey. To mark this milestone together in the physical world, Ingress Year 13 Voyager apparel is now available on Amazon. Gear up, represent your faction, celebrate your commitment to exploration, whether you're linking across continents or hacking your neighborhood portal. I'll list all the links there. It also notes you can find additional official merch, including the Big Toasty and Mini Toasty plushes on the Ingress merch shop. Share your story. As we celebrate hashtag Ingress Year 13, we invite you to share your favorite Ingress moments from the past year. Use the hashtag on social media to join the conversation and relive the excitement. Thank you, agents, again for 13 phenomenal years. The future is bright and the leap to version 3.0 is just the beginning. Here's to another year of exploration, competition, and the endless pursuit of XM. Ingress. That was a lot of information, as these Year 13 posts normally are, so I do enjoy when they go through and recap what's happened in the past year with like the Drone's Eye View key management. Obviously, OPR and CML are coming on Monday. So those have been kind of snuck in on there. I'm sure they've done more this year than just those 4 things, but those are the main ones they're celebrating. It's also nice to have the next name of the Anomaly series, Real Plus Gamma, coming up. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes and what that involves. It sounds like maybe there's some more lore coming into it, because they mentioned about the investigation. The actual Voyager medal looks quite cool itself. The Onyx one goes more like purple, which is nice. So if you can get the Onyx medal, that's a nice addition to your other medals. I think one of the Erased Memories medals for the Global Lot was also purple. I think it's a kind of safe colour for Ingress to do. It's not too green, not too red, not too blue. So purple's a nice one extra on there when you get to Platinum. It's also nice that we're going back to just Ingress. I don't hear many people call it Ingress Prime. I don't know whether that was a decision for the relaunch just to differentiate it, or whether it was something coming from Niantic higher ups to rename it so it seemed new, seemed cooler. For myself, I associate Prime with Logan Paul. It's an energy drink that I think he does. He's a wrestler. He's a bit of a crap one. From what I've seen, but yeah, that's my association. So it seems weird to have the Prime thing on there, because I associate it more with him than Amazon Prime, maybe Twitch Prime. I don't know. I don't think Primes ever really fit Ingress, so it makes sense to go back to just Ingress. I do wonder in the back of my head about the shirts and stuff that came for free in Pokemon Go, because they're all named Ingress Prime Green, Blue, White, I think, for the factions and the regular Ingress logo. Whether they'll change the names, whether they'll stay in the game at all. Now it's a separate company. Same with the Monster Hunter Now beacon that we've got in Ingress. Will that stay in? I don't know how long they've agreed things for and how long they can use it. Who knows? This is all cool stuff to see, and lots of these things myself and Brian discussed already in the interview that will be coming out today for those on Patreon, and next week for those on the regular podcast feed, so you'll be able to hear a bit more detail about all of this stuff as well. I'm also interested how and what cargo means. So I was trying to think of some ways that it may be a acronym for something. So my acronym that I came up with was CORE for C, and AR says augmented reality, gear optimization. Let's see if I can say it all together. Core augmented reality gear optimization system, I guess, would go at the end for cargo. If you think it's something else, it's interesting. It's a temporary boost, so maybe something you do best doing at Anomalies. I don't know how much they'll boost it up, but they did talk about being able to purchase it, and I could see it being something that comes in with Core as a temporary boost, because we already get that anyway. Maybe it'll be purchasable separately if you don't want Core, so you can still get the inventory boost there. All in all, nice, exciting stuff. Great stuff to look forward to for 2026 by the sounds of it. Like I said, the medal looks cool. I'll probably pick up a shirt as well. They are finally on amazon.co.uk for these ones. So yeah, I just want to interrupt all my past recordings on there and add all this in just before everything wraps up. So I'll let you get back to what Pasmi was talking about.
This is Alex Stam, technical artist, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
Thank you for listening, agents. Next week, I'll go through OPR in a bit more detail once it's up and active. We'll also be deep within the Year 13 celebrations, so we'll be able to go through and discuss those more, see what's happening, see what the experimental weapon tuning is, anything else going on, like the medal design stuff as well. Outside of that, there's just a few little podcast bits I want to update on just at the end of the show. So Apple Podcasts, if you listen on that service, is now doing chapters in the podcasts and apparently better transcripts. So if you use the transcripts to listen along, those should be improved and you'll be able to skip bits on the chapters. Spotify already does this, and I sometimes look and rename chapters or change the length of it. So if there's any issues with the chapters, how they're named, a bit confusing, anything like that, let me know. I can always go and edit it. I know it's easy to do in Spotify. I'm not sure how easy it'll be to do in Apple. And then the only other thing is a personal thing from me. So I got made redundant recently, like the start of November. So looking for any work I can do at the minute. Obviously, I make a little bit from the podcast each month, but I want to try and find a new role, try and find something possibly in community management, gaming, something like that. It's a bit more different from the previous role I had for 12, 13 years. So I may need to record things a little early if I've got interviews and things like that to do to get a role. But I'll try and keep you updated on that. Thanks for listening, agents. Do remember to upload your scans for Second Sunday today, or do your Machina, your missions, have you earning the Second Sunday medal. And have a great Sunday. Happy hacking. Thank you, agents, for listening to the latest episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can do that in a couple of ways. So the easiest way to support the podcast is via Patreon. So you can find at patreon.com/Ingress Insights. And there's a free tier, a $1 a month tier, whatever that is in your local currency, and a $5 a month tier. You can check out what benefits those come with on the Patreon. One other thing you can do that's totally free that helps out a lot is rating the podcast on your podcast service of choice. So where you can leave a rating or leave comments, that always helps increase visibility. And then finally, you can follow us on various social media channels. We use most of them, but the best one to follow us on now is Blue Sky. So that's just ingressinsights.bsky.social. Search for Ingress Insights on Blue Sky, you'll find us on there. Finally, sharing the podcast with friends, family, other agents who want to listen and get updates really helps out and helps get interviews with various Ingress people or other game-related people to then increase visibility more. So anything you can do from those is great. Thanks again for listening, agents. Have a great day.
Intel package transferred.